I spent a week in just outside of New Orleans, and I like to think about, like, as I'm leaving, I like to kind of recap what the week's events, you know. And it was, man, I mean, do you take the good with the bad? I don't know. Mixed feelings about New Orleans in particular. Where I was staying in the campground, that was fine, but New Orleans, the French Quarter, and just outside of it, it was really interesting. But someone that's by myself and walking around with the expensive camera that I have, it's, around my neck, you're not inconspicuous, it's just, it gets attention, more attention than I usually would like. Come on, come on, come on. Student drivers. So I'm walking around and taking pictures. I mean, I could spend a really long time there taking pictures. I mean, it's just so unique that during the day, the art on the street musicians, the different types of people, the architecture is really cool. And then at night, with all the neon lights and people, whoa, what was that? It's just not a safe city. I don't care what anyone says. I'm headed north right now. Gonna catch up with Interstate 10 actually, and take 10 for a while through Baton Rouge, and then head into Texas. I don't know how far I'm gonna get today. I have nowhere to be, and that kind of, I have no reservations anywhere. So I didn't know if I was gonna hit Texas or not, but quite frankly, it's been cold, and I'm gonna head a little bit south of Texas to hopefully enjoy a little bit nicer weather, at least temperature-wise anyway. I mean, you can't predict the rain and that kind of thing. So I don't have any reservations or anything, but I'm heading to Corpus Christi, just outside of Corpus Christi. Hopefully going to be staying at a really, really cool place for at least a couple of days. It's going to be free, I believe, where I'm going to be camping, but literally on the beach. I'm going to literally drive the truck and the trailer on a beach for free, so I couldn't pass that up. Hopefully the conditions will be okay that I can actually be on the beach, so we'll see when we get down there. The name of the beach is Malaquite Beach. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not, but that's eventually where I'm going to head to, and I'm in no rush to get there, so I don't like to really try and plan how long it's going to take me. I don't even like to think in that way, because then you feel like you just got to keep trucking, and eventually I'll be there, in a day or two. I don't know. I had planned on fishing all week before I got to Louisiana. When I was in Florida, I wanted to fish. Licenses for like 7 days for $45. I'm like, no way, that's crazy. I'm not paying that much money to fish. I'm like, I'll fish all week in Louisiana. I'll get my tent license. I'll fish all week in Louisiana. And it turns out they don't have temp licenses, so it would have cost me $90, right? To fish for a week in Louisiana. It's like double what Florida is. I'm like, forget that. I'm not doing that either. And these are all things you have in your mind before you get there. But all of the spots in the park and the surrounding water areas were so gross that I'm really glad I didn't spend the $90 to fish all week. because I would have been really. There's no way I was eating any of the fish out of those waters. Just gross. I mean, trash everywhere and just smelled disgusting. It was just really gross. So glad I didn't do that. We'll look into Texas. I don't know how long I'm going to be in Texas, or if they even have 10 licenses and all that. So I'll look into that and see. I would really like to hang out for a couple of days and just do some fishing, but it hasn't happened yet. I've been on the road over a month now. I left the 2nd of January, and now it's February 5th. So I just passed my 1 month anniversary. I've been on the road. Welcome to Texas. El Paso, 857 miles. Wonder if I'll go through there or not. If you're slightly OCD, you'd be going nuts right now. I've been behind this truck for I don't know how many miles. Oh, probably 30 miles or so. It's pretty funny. I keep thinking, is he going to look down and see that his blinker's been on for so long? And then I think, is he going to get off at this exit? Is he going to get off? Is he going to get off? Is he going to get off this exit? No, maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. At some point, he's going to be good and just turn off and he'll be all set. Traffic. Oh, it's traffic. Looks like I finally got out of that traffic. Yes. Oh, it took forever. Ooh, look at that car. So now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna sleep tonight. I'm Route 59 South now. I never actually. I looked at the map a few days ago, and I believe 59 South was where I want to be for a while, at least, so I think I'm alright, but I forgot. I stopped for gas and ate at Denny's, and I forgot to look at the map, so. Good morning. Ugh. Actually, let me see here for a second here. Is that better? Man, I'm freezing again. It's so cold. I'm sure it's not as cold as the Northeast is right now, but when you don't use any heat, it just gets downright cold. Like super cold. But it's -2 in Raymond, New Hampshire, so I guess I can't complain too much. I I gotta figure out how far I am to the park that I want to be at. I'm really hoping it's cool. I mean, I have high hopes for this place because a beach that I can camp right on the water. I mean, that is just too good to pass up. I mean, just it's kind of like the stuff I dream about. For free too. Let's not forget that. Oh, I'm not too far. You can't see it, but I'm here and I need to be here. So yet again, I drove a lot farther than I thought I was going to, but 77 to 37. Do you remember that for me? 77 to 37. And if you say, why don't you plug it into the GPS? It's because the GPS will take me the routes that I want to go on, so that's why. Yeah, I took a picture of this setup, and it's funny because I look like such a baby compared to the truckers. I am a baby compared to the truckers, but this thing doesn't feel small driving around, I'll tell you that. Well, I will see you later. Hopefully on the beach. And hopefully it's not raining. It really looks like it's gonna be a not so good day. Hey Bear, you just sent me a text that said this. The -1 in your car temperature. So sorry, -1. You're a little warmer than New Hampshire, it's -2. So you got that going for you. I don't care, I'm still cold. I'm cold. I am cold. It's in the 40s here. I'm gonna keep heading south till I hit like, I don't know. Maybe I will go all the way down to South Padre. Maybe I'll go all the way to Mexico. Drink some tequila on the beach. Have fun at work. You're -1. So I'm on the shoreline of some Boulevard Corpus Christi here, and I gotta stop and fuel up and get supplies and stuff, because from what I've read about the beach is that there's really nothing. So you gotta stock up before you get there, because there's not anything for miles around. From the looks of it, it looks like a pretty wealthy city and clean. Very well manicured. I just saw a sign that said beautifying the city or something like that, sponsored by Sicko. So I guess the oil rigs you could see oil rigs offshore there. My guess is there's maybe Sicko. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, where am I going? Don't really want to go to San Antonio. Crap. This is why you can't trust everything you read, you know? This is a pretty touristy area. I just saw a sign that said basically 10 miles away from the park. And so I'm 10 miles away from the park entrance, and there's stuff everywhere. You know, I was probably like, oh man, I gotta fuel up. I'm gonna have to get supplies, because I thought when I'd get to the island it'd be pretty desolate. But obviously that's not the case. Well, this was more of what I was expecting. that happened kind of all of a sudden. Well, at least I fueled up. But and I have enough food in the trailer anyway. But yeah, I was just like, the next food place that I see, I'll just stop. There's houses. It was just housing developments and no like food places. And then this just popped up. It's kind of funny. That's it. The end of the road is the beach. I'm gonna just drive straight on until I hit the beach. That's the plan. Padre Island National Seashore. Warning: speed limit strictly enforced. I don't know. You think they're gonna? I'm gonna take your picture. You're gonna take my picture. Wonder why why is that so many cameras? Oh man, they flashed me too. I wonder why that is. Oh, I mean, is there sensitive material here that they gotta flash my picture? They should warn you about that. That's, you know. Hey, by the way, as we drive past you, we're gonna take a picture of your face and store it on a database somewhere. I tell you, the things. So I talked to the lady. So it's a $10 entrance fee, but that's good for a week, and camping on the beach is free. So there's a campground that you can stay at that doesn't have hookups, and that's $8 a day, and you pay there if you want to do that. But it's in the 40s today. It's nasty, but she said this weekend is going to be really nice, so I hit a good weekend to be here, which is pretty cool. Like 70s or 80s this weekend. So that's exciting. Okay, here we go. The road is ending.